Happy Wellness Wednesday, everybody. So the topic that we're going to talk about today is stomach acid and how mine has been compromised. That's right, as a nutritionist, I too do have some health issues every now and then, and it's really important for me to share my experiences with you and my clients so they understand that I am, one, highly educated in this area, and two, that I'm not perfect either, and that I'm always constantly reevaluating my health, going to my checkups with my naturopathic physician, having tons of lab work done, which we're going to talk about today, and really understanding your body, right? So ultimately, when we know ourselves the best, and how do we do that? It's through not only what we look like on the outside, but ultimately discovering what's going on the inside, and are we optimally healthy? Is our gut truly healthy? And so, as you all know, gut health is extremely important that I talk about all the time with my clients. And the reason why it's extremely important is we have two brains, one in our head and one in our stomach. And at least 80 to 90% of diseases that we face on a day-to-day basis stem from our gut. And so a lot of the times I do what's called an epic gut cleanse. I do it twice a year, one in the fall and one in the spring. And I will be launching it this fall, and I'm stoked to share it all with you. Is to really remove, re-inoculate, and reintroduce foods that my body has just over time built up a sensitivity to, or just doesn't have the ability to digest it anymore. Fact, everyone, as we get older, sometimes we don't digest things that we did in our 20s as easy as in our 40s. That's just the facts. And so today, again, why I'm talking about stomach acid and how mine has been compromised is back in February of this last year, I traveled to Mexico. I think I picked up some form of a parasite or some type of a bacteria. And since then, I've really been on my health journey to get my gut back in balance. And the recent labs that I had done this year is I had a micronutrient test. And that actually has the ability to see if all of these amazing vitamins that I'm taking, is my body really absorbing it? And that is a true testament to my overall gut health. And one of the things that I determined when I did my micronutrient testing is that a lot of specific things I was either borderline or deficient in. And I knew immediately that my gut had been compromised and that my ability to break down and assimilate certain nutrients had been compromised due to the parasite. And so also with a regular CBC, I was able to discover the same thing as well. Especially with CoQ10, I had noticed taking a supplement twice a day. When I went and got my labs checked 3 months later, it actually had decreased. So I'm like, how is that possible? I'm taking a supplement and it's actually decreased. Well, the reason why it's decreased is because my gut still has not fully healed and recovered from what transpired back in February. And so hence why I have this all in front of you today. So one of the things that I really like to support you with is, what do you do when your gut's compromised? Well, the recipe that I put in the blog today, as well as a link in reference to a great podcast that talks more in depth about the gut. It's really important for you to understand why gut health matters and why does actually gut acid matter. See, a lot of the times when people think that they're belching or they have gas, it means that they're producing too much acid. When actuality, that can be a sign that you don't have enough acid to break down your food. And that was my issue. I was noticing that I was belching a lot, and I noticed that when I was going to the bathroom, disclosure, that I noticed that not all of my food had been broken down, so food was in my stool. And so that immediately told me, okay, something else is going on with my gut, and I really needed to backpedal and do a whole re-inoculation and almost fertilizing my digestive system, and that's what I'm currently doing right now. And so my protocol that I've started to implement to really heal my gut and to refertilize the inside of my gut is I have been taking HCl pepsin, and so this basically helps to boost your hydrochloric acid in your gut, and I take about 12 pills a day. And so there's a protocol that you can do to take HCl. That again is a case-by-case basis, and for me, I'm taking the maximum dose to boost my back up to normal. I'm taking a tablespoon of apple cider, Bragg's, before each meal, and then I'm also taking it right before I go to bed. So first thing in the morning, my body goes, yay, time to poop. Sorry, disclosure. Then I'm also first thing in the morning taking a gut shot, and it is a fermented ginger beet, and I'll be honest with you, it tastes like trash. It's disgusting. But again, for me, it's not about the taste, it's about my overall gut health. So I've been taking that every single morning, and then I started juicing again, and every single morning I'm drinking about half of this bottle, which the recipe's in the blog today, and I'm drinking it first thing in the morning when I wake up, and then right before I have my lunch. Again, it's got a lot of dandelion. It's got things that are bitters to stimulate the acid within my gut and my liver and gallbladder. And then lastly, I take Gut Health, which is by Onnit. I'm super a fan of their product. And I take it with the largest meal of my day because, again, it has additional HCl, it has digestive enzymes in it, and overall it just helps me to break down my meal. And so with this protocol that I'm implementing for at least the next 20 to 30 days, it's the intention of boosting back my acid within my stomach because it has been compromised due to if it was something that I caught a parasite. I've been traveling a lot, and so my eating has been off, and so I'm back to the basics. My gut has been compromised, but I'm going the other direction, and yeah, it's my responsibility to take care of myself, and I hope this information today has been helpful to you. And ultimately, if you don't know what's going on with your body, like you could be taking a shitload of supplements, right, and spending a lot of money, but the reality of it is, how do you know you're digesting them and assimilating them? So I strongly recommend doing a micronutrient test. And then lastly, always get your labs checked, you guys. Be responsible in checking in once or twice a year and seeing what's going on, because as you age, our gut changes, our body changes, and sometimes we need to just stop and hit the reset button. So have a kick-ass Wellness Wednesday, and hopefully this was beneficial to you, and stay tuned for Epic Clean Gut coming out later September, and it's to restore, remove, and re-inoculate your gut. Have a great day.